parliamentary chair, forget the firing squad. The US state of Arizona is planning to bring back the gas chamber to execute its death row inmates. And not just that, the gas they plan to use could form the same poison found in Zyklon B, a lethal gas used by the Nazis. What? Let's have a little look. You heard that correctly. Arizona is preparing to use chemicals that Nazis used at Auschwitz and have recently refurbished their gas chamber. The Guardian obtained heavily redacted documents through a public records request, showing Arizona's corrections splashing out on over $2,000 worth of ingredients that make hydrogen cyanide gas. Nazi-era chemicals. Using that particular gas has caused uproar given its well-known ties to the Holocaust, with the executive director of the Death Penalty Information Center saying,
"If they say, we'll carry out the law because it's the law, that's a bit like saying, we're just following orders, and we know where we've heard that before. If they say they were aware of the history and they didn't care, that's even worse."
The state put a halt to executions back in 2014 after mucking up death row inmate Joseph Wood's lethal injection, taking nearly 2 hours to kill him. It's only spoke about 2 minutes. And ironically, back in 1999, Arizona was the last state to use the gas chamber itself, but had to stop using it because, you guessed it, they mucked it up. Killer Walter Legrand suffered pure torture, choking and gagging for a whopping 18 minutes before dying, with Robert Dunham adding,
"States have proven themselves capable of botching almost everything when it comes to executions. They've also proven themselves capable of blatantly disregarding the law. Nothing about this helps their trustworthiness in administering capital punishment."
Arizona currently has 119 people on death row, and 2 inmates have already been placed on the gas chamber list. Let's just hope it's not third time unlucky for Arizona's Department of Corrections and their dodgy execution methods.
Alright, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Shemkakadash. Double honors to the apostles of GMS, and as they say, Shalom to the hopeful elect and the brothers out there pushing this truth and sincerity. And as you can see from that, they're going back to their old ways of trying to commit, I would say, executions by death gas, basically, just like as he said, something that was used by the Nazis. Now, when you look at this, and we've been saying it for a while, that Esau can't even kill correctly. He has one of the most effective, simple ways of killing someone. I'm sorry, you could even have 2 of the same effective ways of killing someone, and Esau overlooks that by other methods. So let's go into some examples of what he does, or how he's the worst at killing anything mercifully. Number 1, when it comes to even animals, these cows, like for example, cows, they gotta get lined up and see each other die. See, when that happens, the adrenaline pops in, all the poison's kicking up, everything's kicking in. Then when that animal dies, or when the rest of them dies, that meat is tainted with their own poison. You're not supposed to let your animal see another animal die in front of them, or otherwise they will flip out. But this is what Esau does. So, before I go into the next one, this is Job 38:8, because I feel like I gotta bring out a scripture. It says, "They were children of fools, yea, they were children of base men. They were violent than the earth." And we can clearly see that Esau's the absolute worst when it comes to anything. Anything he even touches is a corruption, has been tainted, has been violated. Like, this whole entire earth has been violated. So let's go further into this of what he's doing right now with the gas chambers. He has 2 simple methods of going about executions, because mind you, Nothing's new. Execution's always been a thing since even a long ago. Long before this place was even a thing. Stalking. So we can backtrack even back in, as people like to say, the medieval ages. They had two simple ways of executing someone: off with the head by decapitation with the sword, or an arrow to the head. Now we fast travel to today. He has two simple ways. I guess still you could say still decapitation, or whatever way you can use a knife or something, or you just simply use a bullet. But no, he wants to overlook these things and go about the most vile ways of taking down someone, which is an electric chair, a gas chamber. I heard of a firing squad, which I guess still works. I guess if you're getting shot all over the place before you die. So I'm not even sure how that even. I'm not sure how that's even any better. And we all know this is nothing new because this is even going back even to what people like to say the medieval times, because that's nothing new. They had other torture devices as well. One I seen, which somebody in the article brought up before, was a table that sits upward. You had your arms, your wrists strapped upwards, and your ankles strapped downwards, and they had some lever that they moved uh, in circles to pull you apart, or they use horses. And these are all like pretty much wicked things. But we leave it up to Esau to do these things. He'll take anything and make it a step further. So we get this other one. Actually, while we're at it, this is Job 9:24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" So this is nothing new. This is just Esau taking ideas from what happened before and decides to amplify them. Because they said, hell, what did he say? The one guy got lethal ejection for like 2 hours before he died. And the guy said it should only take two. Well, shit, why should he even take 2 hours? If this guy is worthy of death, put him out of his misery. But that's not Esau's forte. He wants to see them. He wants to see people suffer, as he always wants to see us suffer. Even his own goyim, as he likes to call them, he don't mind seeing them suffer. So that's why these devils gotta these rats need to go serve their time next, because of all the stuff that he's been doing. And everybody overlooks these things. Everybody's find these type of methods of execution normal, when in reality is not. Hell, a dog gets a better mercy than us. Hell, at least with a dog, you could take him to a vet. They'll give him some injection. He's out like within a second. Why is it with us that we take a whole 2 hours, 2 minutes, even a minute for something just before we go out? Hell, that's what. Hell, the Lord's even giving us better blessings to take us out than what Esau gives us. It goes to show you that these devils just want to find a thousand ways to die. Sorry, a thousand ways to die on us. That's why he even makes the show. He's that's basically him experimenting on us. These people don't understand that. We can't even peacefully go out like we want to. Too hocked up with medicine. Uh, we're too messed up because of organ failure, which is understandable. This happens. But all the stuff we eat messing with us, and then you gotta eat. Then you gotta ingest medicine, and then some other crazy mess to keep you alive. Meanwhile, you know you're going. I'm talking about for the people that's end up having the pass and or pass of elderly or any other problems, sicknesses. Hey, it was all up to the Lord. But this is Esau just saying, we can save you. We can prevent you from dying, at least as much as we can, before you do. He can't even let us fall naturally without him having to intervene. Hell, a guy that wants to commit suicide in jail, they'll grab him, send him in a straitjacket, and say he's crazy. Why? Why is he crazy for not wanting to live in a jail where he's basically in a box all the rest of his life for life? As he like to say, or longer. You get a sentence for 80 years. Shit, I tell you to take me out too. Just put a bullet in my head or something. Cause it's not worth living under Esau's uh prisons. Cause you know you ain't gonna see the day of light again. You're gonna be too old if you even make it out of that age. So we know that even down to the moral of the story is you can't trust Esau worth a dang. Cause it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work the way you want to. How when you pass on, your body's supposed to go into the ground. He bombs you. Why? You get the option. You get two options. You either get it bombed or you get cremated. Why can't you just put the why can't you just put the body into the ground just as it is? Why must I choose between both these options that I gotta pay for? It shouldn't cost you to pay. It shouldn't cost you to lay a body into the ground as is. We can't even pass on naturally like we want to. You gotta pay live going into this world. You gotta pay going out of it. What logic does that need? That you gotta pay. It's bad enough you gotta pay for food, gas, and electric, and other various things. Where you could just grow your own food. How you can have your own house built from ground up? Guess what? You still gotta pay the land tax. So not only can we not die naturally, we can't live naturally. We can't even be in a state of mind. Everything's twisted when it comes to Esau. And it's not the people's fault that they can't see it because they're so used to the lifestyle we've been in. Hell, I've been used to the lifestyle we've been in. Even though it's been more of my time just being angry at this life, but I understand why my anger was towards this life. So yeah, it's oh, there's a lot to even imagine in that. As far as just having to know what you're getting yourself into, just coming into acknowledgement that you can't trust your oppressor. You start seeing all sorts of things that's wrong all over the place, and you come to find out not one thing is right in this society. Not one thing. But that's just the lies and deceits that Esau put on us, like that's the movie The Matrix, prime example. That was prime example in itself. But we're the ones. The Lord is the one who awakened us out of those veils. Talking about the ones that's doing this truth and sincerity, the hopeful elect. And he's gonna wake up the rest of his life to see this exact same madness I'm seeing right now. Gas chambers. You can't even you can't even do nothing. You can't do none of these things right. If this man is sentenced to be put down, put him down, make it quick, and be done with it. No, you can't even do that. That's pretty much all I want to go into with that. So with that, shalom.